Hey all, this is Swifty. Yeah, there's a few Swifties out there, but I'm this one. And I want to shoot a quick video of how well one of these little green machines from Bissell gets some crazy stuff out of some furs. Now there's been plenty of good videos out there already of people using it to clean the inside of their heads, maybe getting the necks nice and clean and get stuff like this out. I haven't used it on here yet. But I'd like to. But I haven't seen it really tested. Now I've used this thing in my house. I used it to clean a sofa, a couch, some cat yak that my cat left in the morning once, and it did a great job on that. I used the supplied the mixes, the chemicals that came with it from Bissell, and but everybody who's using it to clean their suits is using just plain cold water in the tank. What I'm going to do is dump some of the nastiest, grungiest, yuckiest stuff you'll probably ever encounter while public suiting onto some fur, swatches of fur just like this white stuff here, and see what it can do. We already know it can clean a head pretty well. I want to see if it can get really nasty stuff out. I'm not expecting a whole lot, but we'll see what happens. I'm also going to try, since everybody's just using water, what happens if you put the carpet concentrate on this, on the fur. You do it per the directions, and what happens if you just take this and just dump it all on there and see what the heck happens to it. Is it bad? Does it destroy the fabric? Does it ruin the colors, etc.? So I'm going to run into my garage. Magic of editing, you're going to follow me. Without further ado, and I hope this works in one take because I can't reshoot this, so here we go. Alright, you're at a con, you've got a kid that's running up to you, and he just had a nice fudge sundae, and he's walking up to you, and he's got it all over his fingers, and oh no, it's all in your suit, and is that pretty good? Yeah, that's Fursuit syrup. So, oh god, he hugged you, and he's wanted to pat you on the back and maybe boop you a little bit, and oh, that's got in there really bad. Oh yeah, he had ice cream on his hands too, so let's get that mixed in too. So we got ice cream over here. Oh man, that's nasty. But no kid has clean hands with ice cream, so off camera you can't see. I'm in my garage, so there's a brake rotor and caliper over here. So let's get that just nice and dirty. So we got greasy ice cream covered hands, so we're going to give it a nice smear. Work that into the fur real good. Yeah. That's kind of, that's looking kind of ripe right there. Kind of a nightmare. Alright, so you're at a room party, you're having a good time. Got some Mexican food, or you got whatever's going on, somebody bumps up to you. Oh no, got some hot sauce, some sriracha on you. Not sponsored. Uh-oh, got that mixed into the suit. Got that really worked in there. And a guy next to him, he's been eating chicken wings. These are some kind of Asian zest flavors, but you know, they're good and greasy, so yep, you got that, and it's mushed in really good, too. So you got a nice chicken grease going on that with some of the sauce. Let me scoop some of that sauce on there. Good, work that in. So we got some of that sauce on there, looking pretty oh, woo. Alright, so, oh yeah, the kid with the sticky dessert hands got back, and this time he had some kind of caramel treat, and so he's got that on. What the heck, a little bit more. Mix that in there. Got that on there. What else? Oh, yep. And, yeah. I know. So, you're running away from all this kind of stuff, and you're running away, you run outside, and you slip and fall in the grass, and the grass gets on your suit, and there's all sorts of dirt in it, and it's getting ground in, and you're walking across the grass. So, that's all mixed in. That's a mess. Oh no, I got some dirt on my pretzel. That's alright. Let's see, what else? Yep. And you run back inside, and you're at the lobby at AC, and you want to run up the escalator, but you're a dummy, and you put your hands on the railing, and whoops, there we go, big old grease stain, mixed in with the fur.
If water gets this out, I will be shocked. So you got a nice greasy mess, probably more like something you'd see at the bottom of your feet paws after you've been walking around outside in the street for a while. Car drips some oil, you walk across as you're walking across the street, got that in the bottom of your feet. I need to wipe this up, off of me at least. Alright, so, alright, kind of running out of room on this thing, but after all that, you run up to your friends up in the artist alley, and, you know, things are getting kind of crazy up there. Maybe you went up to the zoo, and it's kind of hard to open a marker when your hand's covered in axle grease. But things start happening, markers are flying around, somebody throws a marker at your head, and you get some arms on you. These are some Prisma markers, so something you'll likely have run into. And let's try some green too, I like green. Or more likely, I have a green. So I got some green marker mixed in. Oh, look at that, Irish colors. I like that. And then running away back to the room, you bumped into somebody from the local office convention, and he popped out with his highlighter, and I don't know what happened, but maybe he thought you just need some pink accents on your suit and saw how messed up you already were. And there you go. Yeah, so we have what here? We have chocolate, well, forget what that was. That was the chocolate sauce and the chocolate ice cream. Then we got some sriracha sauce, and we've got some axle grease over here. We've got some dirt. We got chicken grime rubbed in. We've got marker. Got a highlighter. I think that's pretty good. So, oh yeah, hold on. Napkins, good. They gave me napkins with the pretzel. Definitely need that. So, after all that, you want to finish up and have a nice pretzel. That's pretty good. But it's covered in cinnamon and all that kind of stuff, and I don't know, you ran into that same jerk and got that all mixed up on it. And then you run back into your room, and one last thing, just want to crack open a cold one. Have a nice, in this case it's a yellow Bugatti from local here in Richmond. Oh, it's pretty good. And let's see. Oops. Yep, got that spilt on you a bit too. Oh no, alcohol abuse. So that sounds like a pretty bad day at a con. So I'm gonna give this overnight at least to sit, stew. Gotta put it in a car. Gotta put it in a hot car that's parked in the sun and just see what happens. And then I'll have another, magic of editing. The next thing you see is me trying to clean all this stuff up with the carpet cleaner thing. It's a little Bissell Green machine. So until the next edit, see you in a second. Hey y'all, it's time for the moment of truth. It's been 2 days. The wonderful nastiness has been sealed up in this Ziploc bag. Been sitting in a hot car, and oh boy, that does not smell good. It's stewed a bit. So, moment of truth time. We're gonna try this guy out here with just water in the tank. It's just water right now. We're gonna add some more stuff later. There's probably going to be a lot of time lapse going on with this because it's gonna take some while to clean, and I'm gonna give it a go. So, without further ado, let's give it a shot. Now, this is pretty simple. You've got a trigger here that makes the thing squirt. You got some brushes. You got the water pickup vacuum on right here, and an on-off button on the machine. So let's do it. Don't know if you can hear this, but I'm soaking it really good right now. Okay, quick pause for a second. That was a couple minutes of just water and cleaning it up. It's damp but not soaking dry, although I put a lot of water into it, as you can see. That kind of surprised me. That came out a lot more came out than I thought it would. I'm still seeing some stain over here. What I think that was the sriracha sauce. But the chocolate sauce, the chocolate ice cream, and the caramel came out so far pretty good, just with water and just a few minutes of cleaning. You can see me doing some scrubbing, but not a crazy amount of deep scrubbing. The stuff down here I'm going to tackle next. I know there was some chicken grease over here, I think. Or maybe that's the caramel. And then some more just dirt. The grease is right here. I'm not expecting a lot there. This is mixed in with just regular dirt and grass stains right here. And then the marker. I'm not seeing a whole lot of the marker come out so far, but I haven't really hit it yet. So, let's keep going. Okay. Alright, no surprise. The axle grease stain, which is, let's see if I can actually get it in frame this time. This stuff right here, industrial, grease, isn't coming out with just water. It's a non-water soluble grease, so no surprise. The marker's not really coming out either. I didn't even bother getting the loose dirt out before I tried to get the grass stains out, and some of that dirt still is embedded because this isn't really designed to pick dirt out of fabric. But it did a pretty okay job of getting some of the grass stain and the dirt stains out. Not too bad. The backside, okay, not so bad. I think it's time to add some cleaner, because this is not too bad considering it sat for close to 48 hours, bagged up to simulate being thrown in a case, and then left in a hot car in Virginia in August. So it baked. It really, really baked. So I'm going to add some cleaner that was supplied with the kit. Let's go with, actually no. Let's go with this professional spot. It's got some oxy cleaner in it, and I'm going to add that to the mix. And so far the water coming out of the system looks kind of milky and yeah. The beer seemed to have come out as well, and I'm happy to see. Alright, so new mix. Alright, so we would probably keep doing this longer, but seeing somewhat better results. The sriracha stuff seems to pretty much all come out. So, tomato-based kind of things that stained. The ice cream stains seem to be pretty much all but completely gone at this point. Same thing with the caramel and the chocolate sauce, and most signs of the grass stains, although some of that did mix in with here. Except for the dirt that's still in the fur. I should have brushed that out. Yeah, the grease, the heavy-duty grease, which is stuff you might step in if you're walking around the street, that's still there. That's tough. And the marker, although you can see it's starting to bleed out. Again, this was green, there was an orange, and then there was a pink highlighter up here. So the orange has turned kind of pink, the green has turned a bit bluish, and the pink highlighter is very, very faint. Not sure how well it's picking up given the white balance on the camera. Time to, I think, step this up a little bit. I'm sure I could get more results and a little bit better with just some persistence. But I'm kind of curious about what happens when you mix it on a piece of fur and you use these cleaners on it. So I'm going to just spray some on the proper mix around up here. And I'm kind of curious what happens if you use pure concentrate right on the fur. I mean, that's way the heck more concentrated than it calls for. So, but let's see what happens. So I'm going to spray first. Sorry about the noise, but the only way to make it spray is to turn it on. Okay, so what happens if you're just in a big rush and you want to try it? And let's try a little bit over here on this. Hope so you can see it. Okay. I'm going to step away for a second. We're going to do a little time lapse and let this sit for a couple minutes, and I'm also going to find a brush. And if that doesn't work, we'll bring out something I know will work, some automotive degreaser. That will definitely get the grease out, but what's it going to do to the fur? So, let's try scrubbing first. Alright, so... Okay, there's some progress there. I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but pure concentrated carpet cleaner onto the fur really did help break up a majority of that grease. Maybe another round or two of that, and some water and a lot of rinsing of this. You may have that stain almost completely out. There doesn't seem to be any signs of the fur coming apart. Now granted, this is wet. I'm not sure how soft it's going to feel when it's all dried up. Still got some marker up there, but it's starting to come out. Even the green Prism color marker is coming out pretty good with the concentrate. This here is pure concentrate sat on here, and it's been just left there to sit. I'm going to vacuum that up now, but it doesn't seem to have bleached the fur at all, at least now. Might have to report back later, long after the video is done editing. I would definitely rinse that thoroughly with water before I put this anywhere near my skin for any length of time, because this could be a significant or a pretty severe skin irritant. But yeah, no worse for wear, at least seemingly right now. If I find some more, if it starts melting apart overnight, I'll add something later to the video. But so far, looks pretty good. Not a big surprise. I mean, I've used Resolve and other carpet cleaners on furs for like feet paws and hand paws without too much issue. But we still got a little bit of grease here, so let's try some engine degreaser again. You use this to degrease your engine, so, and it's a citrus-based kind. So let's see what happens with this. I'm sure this is a great idea to mix chemicals on the fabric, so, right. And I'm not going to vacuum this up because I'm not sure what this stuff will do to the inside of the Bissell Green thingamajigger. But this cleaner should be used in a well-ventilated area. Whew. This cleaner does seem to be getting, let's try it on the marker too, some more of the grease out, but the bulk of it was done by the concentrated power flashed there. Concentrated carpet cleaner solution. I would probably stick with that. Yeah, just a little bit of grease in there still. Not bad. This would need a good dunk in water, to rinse it all out, which I might do off camera and maybe post a picture. But I'm surprised. I did not expect this to look anything remotely like it does right now. I thought it would be terribly stained. I thought there would be color blotches all throughout it, but it got all that stuff out very well. And water did a majority of it, so you could definitely use that on your suit and not have to worry about chemicals sitting in your suit while while it's on your skin. I'm impressed. Cool. I'm gonna go edit this thing together. So just a little wrap up of how everything turned out. I rinsed these furs in some water and let them dry thoroughly, then brushed them. And the only sign of the stain remaining is, you can see, is the grease stain that I just didn't spend that much time trying to work out. Everything else came out. The fur still feels as soft as it did to begin with. The backing is in still good shape. You can still see some dirt that came through on that, but it's not showing on this end. This is the stuff that got sprayed down with full concentrate carpet cleaner. Same here. No color issues. This stuff got sprayed with engine degreaser. No issues. I was surprised how well just the water got this clean. And then again, I was surprised about how the harsh chemicals really didn't seem to hurt this particular fur and this particular fur. So that's good information for me. I think it would be very wise of you to test this out on your own furs. Hopefully maybe you can get your hands on a swatch so you can test it safely. But aside from not using the chemicals in your head, because I will admit, even after rinse this out, this still has a bit of an odor to it, and I'm sure there's still remnants of the chemicals in there, so definitely would not want that in your head. I would stick with water for that. But everything else turned out very, very well, so I'm happy about that, and hope you guys learned a little bit of something watching this probably far too long video. So thank you again, and have a great day.